Hello, everyone. Zetamath here. Welcome back to Blueprints Day 23. Last time, we solved some puzzles which increased our allowance significantly. So now our allowance is at 6. We're one blue fire away from opening... or from whatever on Earth the thing is that I have no idea what the thing is that you get from blue fires. But we're one away, it would seem, from having them all lit. And it seems like all of those come from specific things down here. I have not been to the tomb yet. Each time you draft a dead end in your house, spread 5 money in the tomb. Interesting. I'm hoping this lets me turn on the last fire. There's a torch, but I seem not to be able to do anything with the torch. I also have like the specific goal of getting the boiler room directly next to the lab, because I know that'll let me empower the lab, and it looks like that is going to let me It looks like that's going to let me get some sort of permanent bonus. This is suggesting that this is maybe not really a dead end. Yeah, I guess I could basically wander around here forever because I don't think I'm transitioning to different places. It does look like the kind of place that might have the switch that I'm looking for. But that implies that maybe there's like a secret passage or something. Like if I were a secret passage, I'd be there. But I doubt the secret passage in this game is going to have the form of wall that you can walk through, because this is not lingo. Simon, so here's where it all ends, at least for me. And of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospect of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth we are gifted and with dreams and ambition. At our death we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. At what point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the grand oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is this that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example of this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room will become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as theater, and to in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter to inspire the generation that follows our footsteps. Okay, so the question is this like an acrostic or something? SSAAA? IIO? I don't think so, unless it's like AAT. No. I don't see one if it is an acrostic, is the answer. It's more complicated than just that. This area is like bigger than the rest of the house combined in terms of exploring it. Which is and of course they all but told me there's something here. But I have no idea what sort of something. And I don't know if I have the tools yet to get the something. Oh, I've got to do these things in the order that they are. I have that, though. I have it. Okay, so in the church, these statues appear, and they are labeled with an order. I know I wrote that down somewhere. Please hold. There we go. Okay. So there are 8 total, and I suppose the point is that I know what 7 of them are, so I must therefore know what the 8th one is. Okay, so the one with the hoe is first. Wasn't I just at the one with the hoe? Yes, okay. So I actually, by coincidence, chose the correct one first. Then I'm looking for one with what I described as a pizza paddle. I think this is the one that I described as a pizza paddle. Then the one with the pitchfork. That's you. Then the one with the chimney sweep, which I think is you. Okay, the next one I've described is the one with paint. Oh, it's paintbrush? Did this one I think was a paintbrush? I might have thought that one was a paintbrush. Okay. I'm just double checking that I did not... I am not confused. I mean, I'm sure I'm very confused. Yeah, I think I probably just... Oh, wait, no. No. That one's the paintbrush. Or is that one the riding crop? I blame myself for this. Okay, well, we're going to try that you are the paintbrush. And that you are the riding crop. And then I'm looking for the one with the mace and shield. Okay, and then I think that one that I just walked by is, I think, going to be the one that is last. Because I don't think I've seen that one. It's not back here or something, is it? I don't expect so. I mean, there's no way this isn't right, is there? Unless somehow, like, that one is the one with the mace. And then maybe, like, the shield was not, like, actually important. Yeah, maybe I'm just supposed to grab the one with the mace. Maybe there are there somehow only 7 statues here? Let's see, that is 4, 5, 6, 7. There are only 7. Okay, even though there are repeatedly things about 8, but ha 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 ha. We have done it. The catacombs we have now reached. See, I knew my notes would eventually be useful. There's a huge arrow. I hope someday to have a catacomb with an arrow like that in it. Okay, we've got a piece of the underground map. I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of this, but I'm going to take a picture of it because I assume it's important. So the 8th one is the Grim Reaper. That makes a lot of sense. That's the one I could not see before. So I can continue through here. Oh boy. I see. I can pull that back, but before I do that, we go look over here through the abandoned mine. Okay, holy crap, there's a lot going on. I mean, what good is it even gonna do? I see. I think it's going to let me, if I figure out how to get around, what it'll let me do is it'll let me get through there, I think is the plan, is that basically the cart is blocking my path because apparently as a 14-year-old I'm not dexterous enough to climb over a chart. We love upgrade discs. We love pieces of maps that have been scattered around. One of those we love more sarcastically than the other. I'll let you decide which one. Let's see. Yeah, I think basically I'm trying... Can I get to the boat? I think basically I'm trying to get through that passage. Okay. There's the reservoir. And then up here, there's a thing. And then over here, there's a thing. Oh, I probably need to, like, drain the water from here via the one place. So I do have a place that lets me move water around. I might supposed to be doing that. Yeah, tomb entrance. Yeah, I bet this is connected to the basement foundation. What's it? Yeah, I bet I have to adjust the water down here using whatever room it is that lets you do that. So I don't think I can do anything in here at the moment, but assuredly I will be able to in time. Well, hey, at least it got me an upgrade disc, so I suppose I can't complain too much, but what can you do? Okay, so now we leave, and then we remember that this is here. I have a feeling I'm going to be more successful at one of those than the other. Although maybe I will be poor at both. That is also a possibility. Okay, so I need to make sure I find a place with a computer ASAP to shove the computer in. Or sorry, I need to find a place with a computer to shove the upgrade disk in, is what I meant to say. Okay, so let's go. Hallway it is. Office it is. That will guarantee me what about the west and east levers? E, insert disk. Press enter. What room will we upgrade now? The aquarium. What would I like to do to the aquarium? Plus 10 coins. I can make it into a starfish aquarium to make it plus 1 star. Or I can make it a power source. I suspect I'll probably want it to be a power source, but I don't know what being a power source means exactly. But I suspect that's probably going to ultimately be more valuable. Denities. I am glad that my descriptions of paintbrush and stuff succeeded in getting me to being able to open those, or to complete the puzzle in there, at least. In the tomb, I mean. Greenhouse. Okay, well, I definitely need to go to the greenhouse, because I haven't been to the greenhouse yet, and I know that there's stuff like that antechamber door. It's like, please tell me this is a real shovel and not a fake shovel. P.S. I would really like a greenhouse. There we go. Here's more music. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in the night and rain, the clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coin, nor toss away. These sheets you find a worthy trade. I hate you. Let's see. Old shoe. An unremarkable rock. Is there really nothing else here? Somehow I had thought that this was going to be a more exciting area than perhaps it has turned out to be. I know how to... oh, there's definitely something here. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe that's what this does, but that assuredly opens the south side of the antechamber, which is the door, the goal at the top here. It even sort of shows you. I've found this lever lots of times, but of course I don't have it on me now. Okay, well, noted, I guess. Parlor sounds good. Since we really like to be able to do things. There are 2 false statements. A box with a false statement is empty. This box is empty. Okay, well, if this statement is... No, never mind. Okay, let's see. If blue contains the gems, then blue is false. This is false. And this is true. I think that just works, right? So I think that must be the answer. If white contains the gems, this is true. And if this is true, it's false. And if this is false, it's true. So this white just can't contain the gems. And if black contains the gems, then this is true. Let's see if this is... sorry, if this contains the gems, then this is false. If this is true, then it's true. If this is false, then it's false. So this is actually true regardless of whether it's true or false. So this could be true if both of those are false. That sounded okay too, actually. I feel like both the blue and the white worked. And then if the... Let's see, and then if the black is the one with the gems, then this is true. Oh, did I screw this up? Okay, if the white is the one with the gems, then this is true. Sorry. And now this can't be true, so this is false. And now... this is, if this is false, then it's... I mean, the question is, like, a box with a false statement is empty. I guess I should read this. I was trying to read this as though I was guessing what they actually meant, because they've used unclear or incorrect logical language before, I should say. But I think here they actually literally just mean that there's a box with a false statement that's empty. I think this is actually intended to mean what it says, rather than an if-then statement implicitly. Okay, so if I read it that way, then if the blue box has gems, this is false. A box with a false statement is empty. Well, then that's... If this were true, then this would need to be false, except it would be true. So that doesn't actually work. So if the white box contains the gems, then this statement is true, and I would need this statement to be false so that there was or this could be false. Okay, so this would be, if white contains the gems, this would be true. If this is true, that works. If this is false, so if this statement is false, it's the only false. That's maybe... So if this statement is false, it's the only false, and it contains the gems. Because in all other circumstances, then... Oh, sorry, it doesn't have to be this box. If this is false, then we're saying there's 2 trues and a false. Right, because if this is... Sorry, this one for some reason is confusing my brain. So if this is false, then this is saying there's no box with a false statement that's empty, which is saying there's only one false box, which would have to be this box. And the other 2 statements would be true, which doesn't work because this would be true and it's not true in that instance. So this statement is just always false, is my conclusion, because of the way it interacts with black. So this is always false. And so therefore this is never false, because if this is false, it's true, because then there would be 2 falses and a true, but that would make this true. So this is always true, which means that this is false, which means the blue box has the gems. Okay. I think I actually originally just tried the blue box having the gems and concluded it worked, but then confused the bejesus out of myself. Oh no, I screwed it up somehow. Okay, you know what? I don't want to think about it anymore. We're just not going to talk about it. It's very sad because now I can't draft the aquarium. Tragedy. Okay, well, I can draft the utility closet, I suppose, so that I can... And I guess I might as well turn on the garage. Turn off those 2. Turn off the keypad system. Just as my default. Okay. Okay, and then we'll go back to here. We'll try going this way. Dining room it is, I suppose. Joined to a hallway. Well, it won't be a join to a hallway, so we'll wait on that. We'll get my free bonus steps. Sadly, no veranda for me, but I can put a chapel here, I suppose. Storeroom sounds good. I would like to have some keys. And a gem sounds good. I don't know what exactly is happening to these keys, that every time you use a key it's consumed. That doesn't really feel like how these things are supposed to work, but what are you going to do? I'll take some extra money and some fruit. Let's see. Nook sounds fine. Aha, the magnifying glass is here again. So I can again complain that I don't remember that I remember that I know there was a place I needed to look with my magnifying glass and I don't remember where it is. Spare room, maybe? Yeah, I will use a key. Okay. Aquarium it is. I do have the shovel now, right? Yes, I do have the shovel. Let's see. Does this room... Interesting. Terrace? I had not noticed that door previously. Also, I got an old shoe. Okay, there's the electric eels. I wonder if eventually I get, like, all the bonuses for all the rooms. I don't still have an upgrade disc on me. No, I don't. Okay. Okay, there's probably a lot to dig up in here, and probably none of it has anything in it. A key! Wow, that is by far the most exciting thing I've ever found in a hole, I think. Wow, I could have a pair of old shoes now. I really biffed it by not taking the other shoe. Yeah, conference room, sure. Well, I thought I saw a key, but it turned out it was a pen. It's not as good as a key. Oh. Oh, no, this is not currently open. Because I have not gotten to the office yet. The observatory goes the wrong way, but the library does not. Do I have anything I specifically need to request at the library now? I'll take the Architectural Digest drafting guide thing. We'll use a key. I guess I'll use the Great Hall. I don't like it, but I would really like to get to some of these rooms up here. Well, this isn't going to get me to the rooms up here. I guess I'll take the extra item then. I got that ringing sound again. I don't know what the ringing sound means. Maybe it was just telling me I did attach this to a thing. Okay, well, I can just go back through the compass room. Or sorry, conference room. Conference room. Compass is the thing I have. It's not a... Anyway. Oh, no, I can't go through the conference room, right. Well, I can go back through the foundation and go out the other door. And hope. Okay, well, guest bedroom it is, I suppose. Which is a little unfortunate. Oh, it got me a key, though. That's good. I mean, better than not, anyway. Ooh, boy, yeah, I've got to go back way far to get anywhere. This is not ideal. Yeah, basically back to the entrance hall, I think. Oh, I probably have a reroll die I should have used when I didn't use it. That is probably a thing that is true. Well, at least I get to eat my country's thing if I have the boiler room. I don't have the boiler room, sadly. I would like to have the boiler room. Okay, let's see. I suppose technically the gymnasium lets me do something. Oh, right, I turned off the power to it so I don't lose stuff from going there. Oh, of course, this time, this room is not going to have the handle that would let me open the thing in the one room. I'm gonna guess I can't combine any of these. Oh, shovel plus compass I can. Compass... Okay. Yeah, that is the dowsing rod, which, I think is useful. Although I suppose now I won't be able to dig anymore. Making sure it's still recording. Coat check, billiard room, commissary. suppose I can go to the coat check, because I think I'm about out of things that I can do. Check item. Oh, I can only check one thing. I was going to just check everything and be like, fine. Well, if I figure out what it is that I wanted a magnifying glass for, I guess I can come back for it. Okay, I don't think there's anywhere else I can go that will be useful. So I think I am going to call it... Actually, I can go to the Great Hall and I can mess around. Sorry. I can go to the Great Hall and mess around because I've got some keys. And so I might as well, like, see what's there. Let's see. I'll go... Continue going north. Through here and here and here. Through into the aquarium. Go over to here. Through the conference room. And into the Great Hall. And I'll just use some keys. See what happens. Okay, that one goes nowhere. That one goes somewhere. What on earth is the point of the laboratory, by the way? I would really like to know. It's funny, I have the power... Seemingly the only difference it makes that the power is off in this room is that... is that I don't get an animation of the power flickering before I go in. Okay, well, I don't have anything else that I can do now. So now I think I can really end the day. So this was a fairly productive day in that I understood the tomb a little bit. I don't completely understand it yet. I think it's going to require that I have the foundation key open or something like that. But it was good progress. We learned some more things. So I'm going to call it there for now, but we'll be back soon with more blueprints. So stay tuned. I'll see you soon.